person because I don't look at it like I don't look at it like I'm doing something impactful. I'm just looking at it like, damn, I'm doing what I love to do. So I never actually even take the time and say like, oh, like I'm doing this crazy movement, bro. I just literally wake up every day and just get it done because I like to do it. So I would say I never realized like I was like, that guy.
Right.
I guess if that make any sense, like I don't know, I just do it every day, bro.
So what kept you going? I know you said I seen, during the YouTube clip too, you tried to work. I think you had a job for like what, a call center or something like that.
Yeah, I was working at a little call center in my neighborhood. You know how everybody go apply for the call center, they hire anybody.
Right. Right.
So I got that job and I was making my little $10 an hour and I was like, okay, I'm good. And then I sold my first dress for $40. That's what changed the game. I sold my first dress. Like I posted this dress on Instagram and I sold it for $40. And since that day, I've never been without like a customer. Like it's crazy. Like I remember that day like verbatim. It was a black dress, very deep V-neck. I remember everything. And I sold it and I was like $40. And I bought the fabric for like $5. It was on sale at Joann's Fabric or some shit like that. So I bought the fabric for like $5 and I resold it for like 40. So I'm like, okay, so I can, I wasn't thinking like,
Right. Right. Right.
this is how you're becoming a designer. I was thinking like, I'm flipping something. I'm flipping it.
Right.
Like,
And it just became addicting, but you love to actually create fashion. And so it was like, this is just the norm. This is who you are, creating fashion.
Yep, exactly. I just created, and this is the thing. Like a lot of my customers will tell you, I don't like for you to. I just want to make my own thing. Like that's how you get the best thing out of me. Is just let me do my thing. So they used to come to me like, Shane, just do whatever you want to do. That was my client base that I had. So it was really, really good work because I was getting paid to do whatever I wanted to do.
Wow, that is so dope and motivating. So with fashion being so competitive, you're a young up and coming, designer, you're doing your thing. How do you keep the people coming back?
Consistency. I tell everybody that. Like because the thing about it is you got to understand it's millions of people in the world, and everybody got a birthday. Everybody got a special occasion. Everybody going to the club. No matter it's some you're going somewhere to go have a party. So I figured if I keep producing good stuff for these girls to go to the club, party, and birthdays and stuff, I never lose.
Yeah, you're right about that. You're right. I looked on the website and I see that majority of your stuff is always sold out. Is this always like, do you even sleep? Do you get any time to rest?
Yeah, I get time to rest now because, and it not literally just now. I used to, I was like doing all the footwork, me and like probably like 3 or 4 other people. I was doing all the footwork for like 5 years. I just got to the point to where I can actually relax and like go on vacation, not worry about work. Like it takes a long time for it to get to that level. You have to put in a lot of work and you got to be very, very dedicated. You get what I'm saying?
Was it a time that you ever felt like this isn't going to work, it's not happening fast enough, and you wanted to walk away from it, or did you always just have that mindset like this has to work?
No, it had to work because I wasn't going back. I wasn't going back to school. I wasn't going to work. It had no. It had to like, And I think when you program your mind to like, this is what it got to be, then you'll be all right.
Wow, that is so motivating. So who are some of your influences that came before you in the fashion world?
All right. So my first influencer. It's funny because about my fifth dress, about my fifth or sixth dress, it got on this influencer. Like, so I remember I did the first dress I sold for $40. The fifth dress was on the influencer. I just this was Instagram. It had just started. It wasn't even a thing of like influencers and it wasn't that. It just I saw this nice looking girl and it was I'm talking about Miracle Watts. I saw this nice girl on Instagram. I was young. I was like what 21. or something like that. And I see her, I'm like, damn, she look good. So I emailed her booking thing because it was in the email. And I said,
Right.
a dress. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying out, mind you, I just started making clothes, so it ain't even probably gonna be that good. But I just did it, and they emailed and they wrote me back with, I think, with her phone number or something like that. So I text her like, hey, I made this dress, and then she said, okay, I ain't even make the dress yet, but I just told her I made the dress.
Right, right.
So she said, yeah, send me the dress. So once I got the okay to send me the dress, she sent me the address. I whipped up something real quick, sent it to her, and then I forgot about it. You know, I'm just doing my thing. And one day it popped up on Instagram, and the dress going viral. Like, it was going viral, and I'm just like, wow, like, this is
Right, right.
I ain't even like, I just made this dress, not even thinking this girl gonna probably even wear this dress, and she wore the dress, and it went viral. And then like literally all the Chinese vendors, everybody was making this dress. So I'm like, oh shit, like this is.
So this is your dress that you created. So you don't you created a wave, and everybody's jumped on this wave and start creating this dress.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm the blueprint. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So wait, did they give you the credit? Did they give you the credit? Wow.
Of
So
course,
when you didn't receive the credit, how did that make you feel?
I never want the credit. It's okay. I don't, because guess what? My quality, it speaks for itself. And you can look at a dress and say, I know that Shane dress. You know? So I never even like, I never get into that like, oh, I didn't get. Now it'll be a situation to where it's like, you know, you just try to snake me, like you try to get the dress for me and then tag somebody else saying that they made it. Like, now we got a problem. But,
Okay.
but I ain't getting into all that. You gotta work, keep working.
So then how did you, like, after that happened, did you just sit back and say, wow, I just went viral for making this dress? Did that turn it up a notch for you? Did that make you say, listen, we going all the way up?
Yeah, and it built a relationship, because then I hit her up. I'm like, hey, I want to send you some more dresses. And she like, yeah, send me some more dresses. So now I got a consistent, and I don't even know this girl like that. You get what I'm saying? And then it came to Cash Doll. Cash Doll was popping in Detroit. I was coming up popping in Miami. She needed somebody to make her some dresses. I was the one. It was every week going viral. Every week going viral about an outfit. Like, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is crazy. And then my money started stacking. I'm like, okay.
Wow, congrats. That the whole story, the grind from where you started to where you at now. Amazing. I can just imagine what one of your did you ever think about putting together like a fashion show?
Yeah, but see, the thing about it is, I do a lot of the footwork myself, and I be thinking I want to do a show, but it's just so hard for me to run my business, plan a show. Like, I'm still very hands on my business. I do all my photo shoots. I take all my pictures. I do everything. So
Wow. So do you feel like doing all the footwork yourself and losing sleep, putting in the grind? Do you feel like that is from now to from the time where you first started, you feel like it's going to pay off? It's already paying off. You feel like it's going to pay off for you in the long run, where you could just sit back and put your feet up and ain't got to worry about nothing?
yeah, because you got to understand, I'm still in my head. I feel like I'm still very young, and I got to use my energy while I got it, because when I get a little older, I probably ain't gonna have this energy. So at least I want to be able to say, like, when I was young, man, I was, you know,
Right.
I did my work. I did my footwork. Now I could just chill.
So do you see yourself opening up the door for any of the up and coming young fashion designers that want to learn about fashion? Do you see yourself like, teaching the class or helping these guys get off the floor?
Yeah, well, in 2022, I'm actually putting together like a seminar, a
Okay.
top seminar where we actually create businesses, and I'm gonna be one of the instructors, like teaching you how to create a business, and really teaching you kind of how I created my business. And I know if it worked for me, and I was just a regular guy that just made some clothes, it can definitely work for anybody. So that's gonna be coming 2022.
So what do you feel like holds, entrepreneurs back from becoming successful? What do you feel like is the number one thing?
Okay, so the number one thing it's a lot of number one things, but I feel like for me, the most thing that keeps entrepreneurs is they're scared.
Mm.
Scared. They're like, oh, what if it don't work? Oh, what if nobody like it? Doesn't matter. Keep posting it. Keep After a while, they'll catch on. Keep getting better at your craft. A lot of people don't want to get better at their craft. They don't like criticism. They don't want to get better, and they just and they don't they know how to deal with real life problems, like, because it's real life customers you're taking the money from, so you got to know how to deal with real life problems, and that holds a lot of us back. And another thing that holds a lot of us back is you got to be right. Like a lot of people, and what I mean by you got to be right is if you out here moving snaky, you got motives that aren't good, you know, it always backfires. It always because I'm a person that believe in God. So
Right.
I always say God don't bless no mess. Like never. So
Right.
if you have bad intentions and you think you're gonna go into something with bad intentions, you're never gonna win.
Never.
So that's that.
You gotta move right. You gotta move right.
You gotta move right, man.
So was it ever a time that you just felt like walking away and just giving up and saying this not it?
Nah.
But what kept you going though? Through all the trials and tribulations, you know, because everybody is not, you're not always gonna have a happy customer. I know you don't witness that and dealt with it. So what kept you going?
Getting it resolved and just like in my head I always say like I'm not gonna let one situation tear me down. Like I gotta keep moving. Like I gotta like, you know, a lot. The thing that I would say that will probably keep me like that will make me a little unmotivated sometimes is I feel like when I started doing what I was doing, I wasn't doing it for like fame. I wasn't doing it for like all that. I was
Right.
This is what I like to do. And so sometimes you can get a little discouraged when you see the internet making you out to be one person and you're really not that person. So that would be the only discouraging thing I say for me is like the modern day internet, you know?
Right. So I see you got a lot of customs behind you. What is that? You know, can we get a tour? Like what's going on?
Oh, I'm in my sample room. So
okay.
I would show y'all, but it's like really it ain't that clean in here. But it's just like some samples, like, you know, I make a lot of samples or whatever. So these are samples and then I have like a let me see if I can turn the camera around. Yeah, these are like sample shoes and stuff that, you know, we made that we never released, you know. So yeah, it's a lot that goes into what I do.
So what's next for you in 2022 that the people can look forward to as far as the fashion? I know you said you have the class coming up. What else can we expect in 2022 from you?
In 2022, what you can expect from me is, first of all, bigger business, more business. That's for one. More product, more shoes, luggage, more like just everything, every household thing, decor, Shane Justin decor, you know, more stores.
I see that you got one in ATL, Fort Lauderdale, and in New York as well. You got 3 different locations.
Yes, and I also have Chicago, but we just dealing with all that stuff with the city and all that stuff. So Chicago will be open as soon as we finish with all the city and all that stuff.
So who are some people that you would love to, you know, dress with your merch that you haven't had a chance to work with?
Beyonce, Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, Rihanna, that I haven't dressed. I want to do a lot of the supermodels, like, you know, like Bella and all of them, Kendall Jenner, stuff like that.
I asked you that for a reason because, you know, the tongue is very powerful. Whatever you speak in the universe, it shall happen. And I see that happening. Yeah, everything is legit, is solid. And listen, man, matter of fact, I want you to post in the comments so the people can actually go support. You know, I love everything that you're doing.
Okay, I'm gonna put my website so they can go and support me.
I know it's the holidays. I know everything is selling out. I saw when I went on the website, it was, I think what was it? It was like the purple hearted purse.
Yeah.
And that sold out quick.
Oh yeah, no, that's gone. That's one that they want me to bring back, but it's the thing about our stuff and why the demand is so good is because the quality is so good and it's hard to get. Like once it's gone, I never like to bring it back.
Before we get up out of here, what advice would you give to everybody that's chasing a dream right now? For the people that's just now tapping in, the people that's been tapped in for the interview, what advice would you leave the people with that's dream chasing? They feel like it's not happening fast enough. They tired of working a 9 to 5. What advice would you give them?
Jump out on faith and don't look back. Like jump out, because once you jump, you already jumped. You jumped already. So you
right.
can't look back. be like strategic at what you're doing. Be responsible at what you're doing, and scary money don't make no money.
Man, I think they needed to hear it. They heard it from you first. Listen, man, I appreciate you for tapping in. More life, more blessings. And what I'm going to do, too, I'm going to actually give you a section on 97.5. Listen, the quality, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people, they have boutiques. They have a lot of stuff going on. And it's like, But when I tapped into everything that you have going on, I said, wow, I was blown away. So I'm going to give you a section on 97.5 Hip Hop Daily. Whereas, you just got to send me like all the photos and everything. So like the main pictures, and I'm going to give you your own section. So, and it's going to connect your link where they can actually, all the traffic I have coming on 97.5, they're going to be able to click on that link and go directly to your website and support you. I believe in supporting my people. I want to see you keep going up. More life, more blessings to you, the family, and the whole team. And we locked in. Listen, I got a shot with you because I see you got some stuff for men too.
Yeah,
I see you got some stuff for men too, so I got to support you on that.
I appreciate it, bro.